Welcome to my garage. I'm rebuilding a Citroen 2CV. The engine and gearbox were taken out, and when I looked at them I discovered that the engine and gearbox had no studs, that it had been bolted together. The correct way to join the two together is with studs, which are located first of all in the crankshaft casing and then bolted in through the gearbox housing and tightened up. However, if you have nothing to go by, you have to find out which part of the which dowels go in which place, because there are four and they're all of a different length. So today I'm going to show you exactly which ones go where and how to set them in place. I have a selection of dowels here, and there are long ones, as I've shown here, and short ones. And the short ones come in two different lengths, long short and short short, only by a slight difference. But what we're going to do now is we're going to show you where they go. First of all, the two long dowels go into the casing, and there is a long end and a short end to the screw. Let me show you. This is the short end of the screw. Let me turn the light. This is the short end of the screw, and this is the long end, and this overall is a long dowel. Set beside it, this is a short dowel, or a short plug. All of them go into the casing with the short end, the short threaded end first. So the first two to go in are the two long dowels which go into the top of the gearbox casing. Two long dowels, and they screw in top left and top right. Now, the top right hand side here, which is the car's going forward, it's on the right hand side of the car. The top side has a slot around the outside, a ring, into which you can let the dowel on the back of the gearbox. It's a ring spacer which fits into that hole and fits into the piece on the back of the gearbox. On the other side you have that facility, that fitting on the top right, and you have that fitting on the bottom left. Of the two shorter dowels, one is very slightly longer than the other. You can see the difference. Again, the short threaded end goes in to the crankcase casing, and the longer of the two short dowels goes in bottom left. And the other one, the last one you've got left, goes in bottom right. Now we must make sure they're tight, but not too tight. And that's done using two nuts that are screwed onto the end and slightly tightened up. The final tightening will come when the gearbox is positioned onto the dowels and tightened up. The torque necessary to tighten these bolts is the same torque that is used to tighten up the gearbox. So you can find that in the manual, or you can check in another source, for example online. So I hope that's been of value to you, and we'll meet you next time. What? Yes. Yes! Don't laugh.